We have made it to the end of the week. I want to hear about your wins for the week. I want to hear what is going on with you. Let me know if you're watching this video on replay. Today we are talking about, again, what we've been talking about all week long is baby steps to mompreneurship. Okay, it's kind of weird looking at myself on camera and doing that. So anyway, baby steps to mompreneurship, and today we're going to talk about baby steps to shift your dreams to include your children in your life now, because becoming a mom changes us like nothing else does. And I want to really look, today all week we've been looking at kind of little pieces of the big picture. Today we're going to take an overarching view of the big picture, okay? And we're going to look at what success means to us personally, because your version of success is your version of success. It is not the same as my version or anyone else's version of success. And we're going to really get clear on what that looks like for us and how we can move the needle today to set ourselves up for that life. And you deserve that life. You deserve what success looks like for you. I'm going to talk about what holds us back from believing that too. So we're going to ask some big questions today. Like I said, we're looking at the big picture, and I love big questions. I love the big picture. I also love, the day-to-day stuff. That's why I do what I do. So my first big question is, what are your dreams for your life? I'm not just talking about your business, where you want your business to go. I'm talking about your why. Why did you start your business? What are you looking to get out of your business to create the life of your dreams? I'm going to pause for a minute and let you think about that. Think about your dreams for your life. And we're going to drill down. We're going to get really specific. Because you may start with that question and be like, oh, big question. I don't know. Well, let's drill further, because the business isn't all there is. And I feel like it's important to say that, because if you spin your wheels all the time, and maybe you are making huge gains in your business, but if you're working your business all the time, is that really what you want? Or do you want to have a business that flows from the abundance in your heart, that is in alignment with your purpose, but that frees you up with more time and more money to do things that you actually enjoy? But that may feel like a far off dream right now. You're not at the point that you can hire a virtual assistant or a personal assistant, or automate things, or scale your business so that you can have the money to pay off all your debt and bring your husband home. If that's something that is in your heart for your business, you may not even be close to that yet. You're probably, in the baby stages, trying to figure things out. And that is okay, because you have to start there. And the place you're at is very important right now for your business. But I said all that to say, we're not doing business just for the sake of doing business. There is a bigger dream here. So speaking of which, let's talk about that bigger dream. I'm going to ask you some more specific questions, and feel free to watch this video again if you want to come back to these and write down your answers to these questions, because I'm going to move kind of quickly through these. So what kind of legacy do you want to leave behind for your children? Okay, that's a big question. What kind of adults do you want your children to become? Okay, what qualities do you want them to have as adults? What are you preparing? What seeds are you planting in them right now? How would more money and more time, if it were available to you, support your vision that you have for you and your family? And even though I keep coming back to the kids are our heart. That's what we live for. But the kids aren't all there is. Think about yourself. Think about what is your ideal vision for how you want to spend your time? Is it more time to exercise and eat healthy so that you can have the healthiest body that you can have? Is it being able to spend the time on self-care that maybe you aren't able to right yet as much as you want to? Going places that you want to go. We all have our bucket list of places we want to go and things we want to do. Those are important things to consider in the big picture of the vision. And as we're writing these things down, one thing I encourage you, write them down. Write all these things down. One thing I want to encourage you, that I want to be drilled into your head and into your heart, that you operate from, is that no dream is too big and no dream is too small. A lot of times we think of these dreams that are truly close to our heart that we want, and we think, oh, that's too big for me. And what's driving that is, I don't deserve that. And that is not true. That is only true if you make it true. And that judgment that we feel towards our dreams is coming from ourselves. It's not coming from anyone else. We are imposing that on ourselves, and we have the power to change that. And judgment is a negative emotion. It always is. Whether you're judging yourself or someone else, judgment is holding you back. So what I want to challenge you to do is to release all judgment and dream as big or as small as you want, as quirky or as whatever that you want to dream. Okay? Because this is your life that you're creating. Okay? So if you want to be bringing in $1 million a month because you want to end poverty in South America, you know, that there's nothing wrong with that dream. It's not too big. It's not too small. Okay. If you want to pay for all of your kids' college or whatever your dream is, it's your dream. Write it down. Own it. So now we're going to reverse engineer. We're going to look at the end picture, the end goal, and we're going to reverse engineer. Okay. So before I get to that, let me ask a few more questions. Sorry, I jumped ahead. How do you want to spend your time every day? Like just day to day, how do you want to spend your time? And the next question I'm going to ask you is probably going to sound a little odd, so I'm going to explain it. What is your family's niche? Okay? Like what do you, and that kind of goes along with how you want to spend your time every day. And let me give you an example. So our business has a niche, right? You have your target audience, you have what you do, you have your personality that you bring to your brand. You know, one thing that's my family's niche is art. We are some artsy people. Me and my kids love to paint, and that is very important to us. We watch YouTube tutorials on art all the time. We have family art night once a week. I just have art supplies here, there, and everywhere, and my kids just grab them and create. Not every family does that, but that is important to me, that we have creative outlets here available for all of my kids, even my 1-year-old, to do. You know, I mean, you know, and we love adventure. We love books, you know, but you know, that's not everybody's cup of tea. So I need you to make note of that, because that's what's going to bring you joy. So when you started to write these things down and notice some common threads, this what you are thinking of, what you're writing down, this is your version of success as a mompreneur. Get clear on it. Spend as much time as you can honing it down with as much detail and specifics as you can. I challenge you to do this. It's so powerful. And align with this. Align your life with this. That's what I was about to say with the reverse engineering. We are going to reverse engineer our life from here to there. And, you know, there is not a place that we arrive at. There is a direction that we're continuously going in. And you know, that's what we're going to use that picture in our minds to make decisions right now. Okay. Now I'm going to give you, and you're going to align your life with this, align your business with this, align your family with this, and make it look the way it needs to look for you. So I'm going to give you some homework with this video, and there's 2 options. You can pick one or the other. You can do both. So one option is, I want you to create a vision board around this. And a vision board, you get creative. You create pictures on a board, a mural, a collage of things that remind you of this vision. It could be words, it could be pictures, and put it on your wall where you can visibly see it, where your family can visibly see it. Don't be ashamed to make it known. Or this is your other option. This is going to sound creepy, but it's actually very powerful. Your other option is to write your own obituary. Go forward to the day that, you know, decades from now, when you have passed on, what do you want those whom you love the most to say about you, about the legacy you left? Write it out. Plan your life according to that. Invest in the things that you need to invest in so that all those things can be true of you. It's powerful. And then, like I said, we're going to reverse engineer our lives to include all those things. Now, one last thing, guys. I know I said yesterday was our last day to get into Mindset Mastery for Moms. I have extended the flash sale to today, but it will not go on any further than today. Today is October 1st. Today is your last day to get in at $297, and then the price goes back up to $997. I'm including the link and use the code FLASH. I will see you guys next week.